Hello my darlings and welcome to a new vlog. Oh my gosh, I feel very TikTokery when I put this headband on. Welcome to a new vlog. It's going to be, actually I can already tell you, this is one of my favourite vlogs of all time, and I can tell you that because I've already filmed it. This is future Josie coming in here because this vlog was not quite long enough for my liking, but let me tell you, you are in for a treat. So as I'm filming this, today is recovery day after a really just wonderful, incredibly intense but magical Chelsea flower show, which I said in a couple of vlogs ago is pretty much my new fashion week. Whereas my diary used to be full of fashion week events and meetings and occasions, it is now full of Chelsea flower show meetings and events and commitments, and I love how the brand has changed. It's very much okay for me. So today is wind down day, unpacking, getting everything back to normal, and I thought this morning I've got a couple of things that I want to unbox with you. One particular unboxing I really had hoped was going to arrive before the flower show. Sadly it didn't, but I thought I would at least include it in my flower show vlog because I'm sure that lots of you are going to love it. But what you're going to see is the judging experience for Chelsea in Bloom, and I feel just so very honoured that I was asked to be one of the judges for Chelsea in Bloom. It was an incredible experience. I think one of the ladies said that it attracts over 1 million visitors to Chelsea. Obviously the flower show definitely helps as well, and the shops, the retailers actually see around a 40% uplift in their sales during Chelsea in Bloom, which is incredible. So it's really stimulating the economy. There's so many incredible British brands that took part this year, so many new brands that took part this year, and it was truly just the most fun day to take part in. So I'm just doing a little quick everyday makeup for today using my favourites. 𝑭𝒊𝒏𝒅 CC Concealer. I used this every day while we were out in Chelsea as well. Really nice and long lasting and hydrating. I didn't get the best sleep while we were there, so under eye concealer, an absolute essential. And I actually purchased a new one of these from Look Fantastic because I actually did a real restock of a lot of my empties. I'd been kind of piling them all up until I needed to place an order, so I restocked my absolute favourite, which is the 𝑭𝒊𝒏𝒅 BB Creme. This is the one that actually has skincare within it, so you get a really gorgeous natural BB cream finish, so it's not caking your face at all. It's like your skin but just with a little bit more coverage, so I stocked up on another one of those. I also, in my Look Fantastic order, picked up a new Redken Blondage. This is the shampoo that I tell absolutely everybody about. If you have got blonde hair and you don't want it to go golden or yellowy, you want it, I mean, I haven't used it yet since my time in Chelsea, so you'll see this colour rapidly improving when I next use this. This to me is a little bit too warm. I want it to be, I would actually rather it be lavendery or greyish than golden, and that is exactly what this shampoo does. Far more effective than any other that I've tried, and I will forever repurchase this, as well as my Redken One United spray. I feel like I don't even need to explain this anymore. I probably restock this every 6 weeks, 6 to 8 weeks I would say that this lasts me. It's the hairspray that has what I like to say is 1 million benefits in one. Technically I think it's 21 or something, 25 benefits, from heat protection to anti-frizz to anti-humidity. So many different benefits, helps you to protect against split ends. It's just one of those hairsprays. Oh, and also speeds up blow drying time, something that I will never be without. And whenever I place a Look Fantastic order, I absolutely always use my own discount code. I'll leave the code on the screen here, so if you need to restock on any of your beauty favourites, then definitely use the discount code Josie 𝑭𝒊𝒏𝒅 is the code that you need, and it varies. It gets you different percentages off different products, but it's always worth trying, especially the products that I'm mentioning here. They are just kind of the everyday essentials. Micellar water, I always stock up on my Garnier micellar water on Look Fantastic, so you might as well get a little discount while you're at it. What else did I purchase? Even though, spoiler alert, the next couple of days in this vlog are quite rainy, for me in real life it's looking like we're gonna have a really sunny weekend. I like a spray-on sun cream, something that I can just kind of like mist over, especially on my neck and on the top of my back as well. This is a brand called 𝘞𝘩𝘢, which contains 70% organic ingredients. It's got a guava mango fragrance to it, which is just absolutely gorgeous. High protection, ultra lightweight, hydrating, nourishing, broad spectrum UVA and UVB. So UVA and UVB are the two different wavelengths that come from the sun. One of them has a longer wavelength and one of them has a shorter wavelength, so one affects the top layer of your skin. I think it's UVA, so the signs of aging, I remember it. UVA is aging, so it makes your skin go a little bit more kind of crepey and wrinkly, a little bit of discoloration, and UVB is burning, so it'll actually burn the top layer of your skin if you don't use UVB protection. So look out for an SPF that has both, and I love this one because it's so easy to apply, smells amazing, and organic ingredients as well. So much so that I thought I would try their sunless tan lotion, Tan, Tone and Tighten, with a natural pina colada scent, also from the brand 𝘞𝘩𝘢. So I added that into my Look Fantastic order, and a top up of my Tan Luxe Gradual Tan. I've not finished this one, but it won't be too long, and I have been absolutely loving it. I've been using this probably every other day just to maintain not like a deep tan, but just a nice glow to the skin. So I thought I would top up on that one, and also I'm going to try the 𝘞𝘩𝘢 one. Almost forgot about this that was in my order. So I did actually succumb to the TikToks, and I kept seeing this everywhere, the 𝑭𝒊𝒏𝒅 brow gel. I have to say, I'm not quite as much of a fan as the TikTok videos made me think I would be. I don't think it has quite the same hold as when you have a proper little gel. So I picked up the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Freeze because everybody talks about this. Picked this up from Look Fantastic. I highly recommend, especially when you're on the go, the Brow Freeze gel. This I keep here just to pop on really quickly before Pilates, but I also have one in my travel makeup bag. But apparently the solid gel, this one here, is even stronger. I got this brush also from Look Fantastic last month, and what I do is I just bend it and then I pop it into the brow gel. I think this brush was under £5, I would definitely recommend. And then I push the brow gel. I can already tell this is so much better than that 𝑭𝒊𝒏𝒅. I actually messaged the lady where I get my brows done to book myself in, because I was thinking they were so, you know, unmoldable, but actually I just needed a stronger brow gel. Instantly, that is better than they've been all week because I missed my brow gel so much. Okay, thank goodness. This is something that so many people rave about, and for so long I'd been like, I don't know if I need it. I have got a lot of brow products, but let me tell you, you know when your brows have just been misbehaving and you think it's you, but actually it's just the product. This is what I've been trying to achieve for the last like 2 weeks, but they've just not been behaving, and you saw there was no edit there. That literally took me 20 seconds, not even that, like 10 seconds, and that is how I've been wanting my brows to look. Just pushed up, set in place, separated. Amazing. Amazing. Sold. Anastasia Brow Freeze. I am sold. Okay, what else do I need to do? A little bit of eyeshadow. I'll whiz through this because you don't need to see my full makeup routine. I am a big fan of the Bare Minerals Strength and Length mascara. It's one that I've been using for probably 5 years or so now, like literally ever since it came out. So it's actually serum infused, so especially if you do like to get your lashes LVL'd, and again I'm overdue for that, but it's probably not like the most volumizing or thickening mascara, but if you just want something that's quite natural but that's actually conditioning your lashes while you wear it, I would so highly recommend this. Sorry about the weird face that I'm probably pulling to the camera. Yeah, it's just very nice at separating out the lashes, doesn't coat them too much, but then if you do want to build up the volume, you can just go in for a second coat. It combs out really nicely. It's just what I would describe as a pretty mascara. That's just, again, a 10-second like whiz it on. And on my lips, I'm going to put the Bare Minerals Mineralist lipstick in the shade Grace. Ooh, I'm going to have to pick up another one of these when I next do a Look Fantastic order, because I'm running low, but it's such a pretty pink and it's a really creamy, long-lasting lipstick. The Grace colour is just such a like pretty everyday pink. This was my Chelsea Flower Show lipstick for this season, and 75% natural ingredients, which is pretty good for a lipstick. So there we go. I will always finish with a mist of Charlotte Tilbury setting spray. Not sure if my discount code works on this, but I would definitely give it a try because it's an iconic product. As I said, just fill up your basket with your essentials and put the discount code in and see if it works, because every little helps. And speaking of discounts, when I was placing my order, I noticed that Molly May's tongue that she did with Beauty Works, wow, it comes with the clips, that's amazing, was on, oh my gosh, and a brush. This is a bargain-orama, was on the most insane discount the day that I placed my Look Fantastic order. So I thought I would treat myself, because I quite like the idea of having mermaid waves, quite honestly, and I think that that's what I'll be able to achieve with this. I think I paid around 30-something pounds for this, which is absolutely incredible. So you basically clamp your hair in here and it's going to give me gorgeous crimping. So should we give this a go? Okay, my darlings, this was, oh, I've got a little bit of a frizzy section going on there. Obviously my very first time at trying out that particular hair device, and this is literally the look that I wanted to achieve, like quite undone, messy, almost like festival-y mermaid hair. I will certainly brush it out, but I think with a little bit of the Living Proof Dry Volume and Texture Spray, I think that'll help, because my hair is freshly washed today as well. Kind of creating a Hermione Granger hair look, but I really like it. I think like pinned back in a little half up, half down, that could look really cool. Sometimes my hair just, I feel like it's a little bit flat and boring, and I just want to add a little bit of texture, and that is most definitely what this has done. So let me know what you think. And yeah, I think I paid about £36 for that hair tongue, which is amazing. You're actually balanced on, I'll just hold you for a second, one final restock that I had to do from Look Fantastic, my Moroccan Oil hairspray. This is the Luminous hairspray with an extra strong finish. I repurchased this as well, and it also makes an excellent, very tall tripod. So that is what you're currently balanced on. But yeah, I'm going to give this a few moments to cool down, then we'll use the brush wide-toothed comb that it came with and brush it out. And then I've got one more very exciting package that I'd like to unbox with you before we head back to the Chelsea Flower Show. Okay, hello again my darlings. It's about an hour later. I've just been on a few work calls. The curls are looking good. I'm gonna just give them a quick brush out with this to see if that softens them a little bit, because there's a few kind of angular bits. I feel like a lion, but I really like it. I hope the noise of, oh my gosh, it's every single background noise, helicopter, lawnmower, church bells, crazy day in the village. So as I mentioned, I have one more really exciting package that I want to unbox with you before we go back in time, forward in time to the Chelsea Flower Show. I've actually just finished editing that part of the vlog as well, and you're in for a treat. You're in for a real treat. So let's speed things up a little bit, Doris. So I placed this order with the hope that it was going to arrive so that I could wear these to the show. Alas, it did not, but at least I can sneak it into the flower show vlog. You may be a little unsurprised about this purchase because I did in fact show you these when I went into the Dior boutique on New Bond Street a couple of weeks ago. Fell in love with them and frankly haven't been able to stop thinking about them. It is, of course, the Dior slingbacks in, oh my gosh, the most perfect rattan, of course. I'm obsessed. I'm actually obsessed. But are these not the most perfect little shoes you've ever seen? A teeny weeny little heel height, toe crushing pointed toe area. So this is what I was intending to wear to the flower show. I'll show you what I actually ended up wearing to walk around the flower show. Even the ribbon, it's almost like a hessian that goes around your foot. I think they are just my dream summer special occasion shoe. I find that rattan wicker like this, it's so versatile. To me, it's a neutral. It goes with all my dresses and I absolutely adore them. I'm about to go and film the try-on clips for the Wiggy Kit dresses that you'll have seen in the last vlog. So I'll pop another clip on the screen here, but you'll be able to see how these look worn with a pretty dress. But aren't they just literally my perfect shoe? Oh, that's funny. I also ordered a scarf, like a little twilly kind of thing, and I presumed they were going to be in the same box, but they're not. Funnily, please excuse the mud. Bear in mind the fact that it was torrential yesterday. This is in fact what I ended up wearing to the Chelsea Flower Show. Of course, my Vivo Barefoot Primus Light Knit trainers. I loved wearing these. I think they look really cool with a dress. They're practical, they're comfortable, and they are 100% my favourite trainer at the moment. I'm embarrassed to be showing you them in this state because they're so filthy, but I'm actually going to go downstairs and put some, 𝑭𝒊𝒏𝒅 vanish on them, and they should come up tickety-boo. I need to do my mum's shoes as well. Vivo have very kindly shared a 15% discount code, so if you are looking to sort out your footwear game and if you're looking for some shoes which are barefoot, aka they are going to be really fantastic for your long-term foot health, you can be both. You can wear Vivo barefoots on days when you're walking around a lot, and then you can wear gorgeous toe-crushing shoes like my Dior heels on the evenings when you need to dress up. But day to day, I like to look after my feet, look after my knees, and these, I don't feel like I'm sacrificing style with these because they look great both with leggings and with my summer dresses. So I think it's Josie15, I think is the discount code. We'll leave it on the screen here. Highly recommend. That is my car alarm going off because pigeons keep landing on it. So I'm just going to go downstairs and see if I do have the Dior belt, and then I'll show you that. And then we'll get to Chelsea. It was indeed in a secondary delivery. So in here, in this teeny weeny little pot, it looks like it could be an engagement ring. Ooh. Goodness. Never known a box to squeak like that before. I thought I ordered the green, but I've got the pink. Never mind. It's still absolutely gorgeous. So this is a wildflower pattern that Dior are doing at the moment, and I know it's a ludicrous amount of money for a strip of material, but I just think it's really gorgeous. So it's got the Christian Dior on this side, and then the wildflower, it's got teasels, it's got ami, it's got cow parsley, that looks like like a kind of carrot flower. I just thought it was absolutely gorgeous. I will check because definitely thought I'd ordered the green, but actually I'm really liking the pink. Could be a cute little hair bow. Some people might look really cute. I don't look cute when I do this, but some people do little headbands. Doesn't work for me. But you could wrap it around the handle of your handbag. You can obviously wear it as intended as the absolute cutest little neck scarf. I mean, how adorable. Especially, I know a lot of ladies, I've not done that very well at all, can be a little bit self-conscious of their neck, which is tragic, but if you do want to create a little bit of a distraction in this area, then a sweet little scarf like this. And as far as Dior goes, it's certainly not one of their more expensive products, so it's quite a nice way of treating yourself to something that's just going to add a little elevation to an outfit. Anyway, I've been sitting at home talking to you for far too long. This is not what you tuned in for. You tuned in for Chelsea Flower Show goodness. So without further ado, please enjoy, and let's head back to Chelsea. Good morning, my darlings. Welcome to the second Chelsea Flower Show vlog. Today is a very exciting morning. We are about to head to Sloane Square to meet the Cadogan team, because this morning I am judging Chelsea in Bloom, which is a true honour. We've already seen a few little sneak peeks of some of the displays. The theme this year is Floral Feasts, so there's a lot of afternoon teas, lots of kind of veggie gardens springing up all through Chelsea. If I'm looking a little bit puffy-eyed, it may have something to do with the rosé last night, but it's so much chillier in London this morning compared to yesterday. We were roasting this time yesterday, but never mind, it's still going to be a gorgeous day. So let's head over to Sloane Square, meet the team, and have a look at all of the beautiful Chelsea in Bloom displays. Oh my gosh. So tired. Okay, so I said that I would be the person that didn't hold a microphone when I'm filming, because it could be a little bit YouTubery of me, but I think when we're here in central London and there's traffic noise, it's going to be our best friend. So this is the display on Sloane Square, and it is themed for the hungry caterpillar, which is so fun. They've done such an amazing job creating this incredible structure. So if we have a little look at the blooms and the marking criteria, we are looking at the condition of the flowers. So are they excellent? Are they very good? So considering the heat yesterday, they've done a very good job to keep the flowers in such amazing condition. Obviously, alliums are one of my absolute favourites, and these are looking spectacular. Let's have a little wander through the arch. So as I mentioned, the theme is floral feasts, and so we've got some pears along here. The caterpillar is very hungry for the vegetables in Sloane Square. But this is just the first of so many displays. Oh my gosh, I hope the traffic noise isn't too awful. But anyway, without further ado, let's meet the team and check out the rest of Chelsea in Bloom. Okay, so this is the John Lewis Stores participation for Chelsea in Bloom. Okay, so first thing we're looking at is the health of the plant material. So we're looking at how well the flowers have lasted over the last couple of days. So we can see actually the herbs are doing pretty well. I did notice that some of the roses, which are David Austin, are starting to look a little bit tired. Let's have a little look around here. We're looking at the workmanship, so the craftsmanship and technical floristry. They've done some really lovely structures here. Visual balance on the design, appropriate to the location and the theme. I have to say, the appropriateness to the location and the theme is really good, because it's all connected to the convenience store. And the overall impression, I think this bit is really striking. So they've worked with Emma Bridgewater for her new collection, which is in collaboration with David Austin. Okay, this is my tiny little friend who will capture our soundbite. Okay, this, ladies and gentlemen, is the David Austin. You may have heard us chatting about our roses in the garden.
You have about 30 varieties of your rose.
And the generous gardener is looking exceptional in our kitchen garden. Can you tell us a little more about what you've done here for John Lewis?
Well, obviously it's a new rose for named after Emma Bridgewater, obviously here with us today. It's a fantastic, fragrant, full bloom, repeat flowering, amazing rose.
Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And where can we plant this? Will it be full sun, partial shade?
More sun the better always, but it will go in partial shade. You can plant it in pots if you like. If you do, make sure you water it really well.
Water it well.
Don't go on holiday for 2 weeks and think it's going to be okay.
No.
If it's rained 2 days ago in the summer, remember it'll still dry out. So it's important to keep it watered.
Keep your roses watered. And this is your rose of the year, is that right?
This is our only launch this year.
Wow, fantastic. Very exciting.
It's big for us.
Congratulations. We love the partnership and the display looks great. Thanks, David. Thank you. Hope the rest of today goes well.
Thank you.
See you later. Okay, so we are here at the Organic Pharmacy, and I love that they've done ingredients that grow to help the skin glow. So we're looking at various things such as peppermint for oil production. We've got calendula, which is in loads of their products, renowned for calming properties. We have been a little bit critical because some of the moss has been scuffed around and some of the calendula looks like it needs a little bit of a drink, but I love the overall idea here, and we love the relevancy to the Organic Pharmacy. So let's head to the next stop. So we're here at 𝑭𝒊𝒏𝒅 𝘞𝘦𝘢𝘢𝑚, and we really like this one. Most of the flowers are in really, really good condition, which is great to see. I love the beehive and the honeycomb and the honey theme. You can see some of the honey in the shop window, which is a really nice way of drawing the eye into the store. And then we've got some really beautiful flowers up on the display. We are, of course, judging them on the craftsmanship of the structure as well, which have done a really beautiful job. We love to see so many of our herbaceous favourites in here. And some flowers that we're not as familiar with as well, so definitely lots of inspo for our own garden. Okay, so next we are at 𝑭𝒂𝒃, and what's really amazing is that this store actually wasn't here a few days ago, so only on Friday this store opened, and they've managed to fill the store with merchandise and enter 𝑐𝑧 in bloom in that time. So let's go in and check out their English country garden style, style floral themes. Gosh, this is beautiful.
Smells amazing.
So this is, from 𝑭𝒂𝒃. Some lovely hydrangea in here. That's gorgeous, by Burnham. This is spectacular. Look at the delphiniums.
If money was an object, I'd have something like that
in our entrance hall every day. Everything is very fresh, isn't it? The colours are gorgeous. Okay, so the florist here is 𝑭𝒊𝒏𝒅 They are a royal florist, and we're really impressed with the colours and the quality of the flowers. Everything is really fresh and really representative of the brand. I can't believe that this store was not here a couple of days ago. They've done such a lovely job. Some of my favourites in here, like the viburnums. We've got some lisianthus. It's really effective. We were saying we would quite like to have something like this in our entrance hall in the house. But budget is definitely a contender for that one.
So if nothing feels like, maybe we question design then, because workmanship I would still say is beautiful.
The workmanship is.
Yes, and the sustainability. They've done a really good job there with no plastics.
I would be tempted to do. Personally, I wouldn't give it a 4. I'd give it a 3.
Yes,
yeah,
I think so. This is the first time we've seen somebody actually using flowers to mimic food in a way that makes sense and we instantly understand it. Yes. Okay, we are at Bali next, and I'm going to try really hard not to be biased because I love their pieces so much. And this is the first time we have seen a display that's actually really taking the floral feast into consideration. So what they've done is they've created almost like a stall where they're using flowers as the fruit. So you can see here they're using these beautiful blooms as oranges, the little chrysanthemums they are using as their cherries. We are considering that a lot of these flowers are imported. We like to see British flowers where possible, but it really draws the eye into the window as well. We've got the weighing scales, which I think is a really fun finishing touch. And then from far away you get such amazing visual impact. You've got the archway around the door, the canopy, which gives it a real kind of market stall theme. So this one we're really impressed with. Here we are at 𝑭𝒊𝒏𝒅 and they have taken the floral feast theme very much into consideration. We have got these fabulous cake structures. This is almost like an afternoon tea of floral cakes. First thing that I have to say critically is that these blooms are very artificially coloured, which I'm not a huge fan of. I prefer the more natural blooms, but everything seems to be lasting quite well, doesn't it? There's nothing that seems too sad. Should we take a closer look at some of the roses? We are marking quite critically, and okay, so some of the blooms, first of all, colour is not natural, and some of these normally dry out pretty well, but some of them just need a little bit of touching up, and a few of the flowers are looking a little bit sad, but overall the impact is quite incredible. We are looking into the structure and seeing how these pieces are held together. I just had a little forage inside and they're using a kind of bio fibre which will decompose. It'll take quite a long time, so we'd prefer to see things like chicken wire or a more natural way of holding the structure. Okay, so this is actually 𝑭𝒊𝒏𝒅's new pub, which is just off the King's Road, and it's called Butcher's Tap and Grill. As you can see, they have actually constructed a pirate ship just for Chelsea and Bloom, which is amazing effort. We have to give them a 10 out of 10 for that. Bloom-wise, there's actually some variety of flowers and herbs in Hessian sacks on the inside. We've got some edibles like hops, which relates to the beer. We've got strawberries. There's even some more classic English blooms. We've got some hydrangeas. I love how they're using beer barrels as the plant containers for the flowers, as well as the sacks that some of their ingredients like the hops might have come in. So really creative, and all of the blooms look like they are in excellent condition. So very, very good effort from 𝑭𝒊𝒏𝒅's new pub. Absolutely blown away by this bakery, and I think that they have ticked so many boxes. They've got these little educational bits here about the bees and honey. They have got even this tiny little detail of the bees, can you see here, with the dried little petals as the wings. They've even managed to keep their light coloured hydrangeas alive. Absolutely astounding. Okay, on to the next. Okie dokie, up next, sadly the weather is not on our side today, but we've come to Pizza Express and they have been very creative, creating pizzas out of the florals. We've got a real variety of dried, I think this is a dried, actually I don't know what that is, I'm going to have to Google it. And then lots of chrysanthemums and different blooms inside the pizza, which is a really nice idea. They've paid homage to their ingredients as well, little tomato plants growing from the bottom. And the rain will definitely have helped, but they are certainly looking fresh and alive, which is something that we're going to mark them up on. The last place that I showed you so far has been my personal favourite. They just got all the details absolutely beautiful, and we've given them top marks. So yeah, it's going well. Okay, this is Sticks and Sushi, and from across the road we were commenting on how creative it is. They have created little sushi rolls from the chrysanthemum flowers, which is such a wonderful idea. Again, everything is living and it's looking really, really good from that side. I think there could be a little bit more variety when it comes to the selection of blooms, but overall the visual impact is amazing. Up next is Astrid and Miu, and it's really effective how they've created these giant lemons hanging from the tree. And then down at the bottom we've got our floral feast with cakes of beautiful blooms in the window, which is really pretty. We're going to have to check if they have used floristry foam because we are marking down if there are any unsustainable elements. But the colours here, the muted dusky pinks, and these roses are in impeccable condition. Very impressive. Well, we are very impressed. They have used plant dyes for the ribbons here. We've got some real blooms in the placemats. It is a compostable material inside the structures, which we love to see, and British grown blooms, really effective. They've got little real edible treats in here too. Absolutely gorgeous. Love the little cupcake plant pots as well. That looks gorgeous. This is a restaurant called Rabbit, and we are really impressed with the display here. So not only is it more sustainable than sticks and sushi because their creations are actually made from floristry foam, this pig's head is made from chicken wire. They have got a really beautiful selection of blooms that you might find in an English herbaceous border, many that you might recognize like salvias and digitalis. They've got some wild garlic and strawberries down here linking into the edibles. Really beautifully planted. Everything is alive. Really striking design. If you look closely, they've got little cactus flowers as the pig's nostrils. You've got grains of wheat as the piggy's eyelashes. Really, really great design. We are very impressed, and we've actually given this one a gold star. Well, unfortunately, we've just had to do our first disqualification. Tragically, Pets Pavilion have used fake flowers, which is unfortunately a lot of plastic. So even though from across the road it looks lovely, when you get up close and see that they're all faux flowers,
It's a bit offensive.
I'm sorry, Pet Pavilion, but you're out of the race. So king&co, we have got a grocery emporium. They have got some old-fashioned signage. They've got lots of herbs and plants growing in the plant pots. So top marks for sustainability. Got peppers, strawberries, even a little pineapple growing. Very fun. So this is really interesting. This is actually a home for the elderly. It costs from £7,000 a month, but let me tell you, they have got a gym in here. They've got personal trainers. They get chauffeur driven around in Range Rovers. They are steps away from the King's Road, private chefs, 2-bedroom apartments as a minimum. My goodness, that is the way to retire, isn't it? It's called Oriens, and they've done a little fruit basket as their display. Alliums as grapes, they've got chrysanthemum pineapples. They've done a really lovely job. We are inside Sunspell, and their table is a floral feast of British foraging inspiration. We've got a few edible plants, such as the 𝑭𝒒 from the carrot family. We've got the alliums from the onion family. Really pretty. Inside the Zara in Duke of York Square, they've got this incredible tree structure which actually goes all the way to the outside of the boutique as well, which we're sheltering inside from the rain. But they've got a really nice little kind of picnic setup here, decorated with the mannequins and the floral dresses. Not the most flowers that we've seen in a display, but this is the first time that Zara have entered, so we're definitely happy to see more of the high street stores taking part. One of our final pit stops before lunch is Monica Vinader, and they've created a beautiful wildflower meadow outside. So many beautiful British bloom favourites in here. I love the structure with the moss. If it wasn't pouring with rain, there would be a little picnic set up down there. I can't believe how miserable the weather is compared to yesterday, but yeah, this is really impactful. A lot of the blooms are still in good condition. I don't think we can give them an excellent, because a few things are looking a little bit dried, but overall impression is really fabulous. LK Bennett always do a beautiful job. They have gone for the Royal Ascot afternoon tea theme, very British. Their blooms are all in excellent condition and no floristry foam in sight. I think it's going to be a silver medal for LK Bennett, and I love the colour choices and the beautiful actual variety of blooms they've chosen. This hydrangea is absolutely glorious. Great job. Up next we've got Space NK. Oh my gosh, I love this. All of the ingredients food relevant apparently. So we've got, yeah, a variety of blooms spilling out of the products. Very inventive. Well, this one is really impressive. We are inside the Conran store. They have got, oh thank you. They have got this beautiful wildflower meadow all around the picnic table, and we are commenting on how well the blooms have all survived. There's not a scrap of floral foam in sight. Really striking with the alliums and so many different native British flowers. Really, really beautiful. It's nice to see such a big display inside, especially when the weather is so awful, and lots of traditional British herbaceous blooms on the outside, like the alliums, campanula and lupins. Really, really impressed with the 𝘠𝘮 store. This is a beautiful little picnic tablescape that they have set up inside the Terence 𝘠𝘮 store. They've got a new collaboration with Zoe de Givenchy, which is this beautiful crockery set. Love the hand-painted plates, which are from the south of France. And then if I bring you around here, this lovely collection here, which is like a basket weave. This is the kind of, this collection is made in Italy. Really, really beautiful. It looks really effective with the daisies inside. Well, my darlings, it's a few hours later. I will fill you in on all of the judging a little bit later on, but let's just say there was a lot of deliberation that took place, and I'm really, really happy with the winners. Well, by now it'll already be announced, so you may have seen that actually the 𝘠𝘮 store on the Sloane Square was our winner, and I'll explain why a little bit later. We've just had a quick bite to eat at the 𝑭𝒂𝒕 restaurant, which is in the barracks, which is the area that I'm in now. And we've picked up Lila, she's up there with Charlie. We're now heading back into the show. So this is our second time heading into the show this year. I think because of this utterly miserable weather, we are going to go to the pavilion first. We are heading to a party with Netflix later on, which is going to be great fun to celebrate Bridgerton season 3. But first of all, we're going to go and discover a few of our favourite brands and definitely check out the blooms in the dry of the main pavilion. Well, a very different Chelsea to yesterday. Lots of brollies in sight. Luckily the gardens have all had a good drink, which is always a plus, but it's not quite as magical when everyone is trying to shelter from the torrential rain. But we're going to head into the dry of the pavilion and see the beautiful blooms in there. So today was medal giving day, so we can actually see what the different displays have been awarded. This clematis, Raymond Evison has won a gold for his beautiful clematis, and my goodness, look at these. The Annetta, absolutely beautiful. So one of the wonderful things about the pavilion is that all of these flower breeders show some of their really rare kind of breeds. So this is an allium flower, unlike any I've ever seen before. It's called a 𝘞𝘩𝘢𝑚 tripidale. Catchy name, and it is absolutely beautiful. Look at the colour and the shape of these beautiful petals. Lovely. Here we are in the David Austin Rose Garden, which smells as beautiful as it looks. It's a great place to come and see a few of your favourite varieties. Queen of Sweden has to be one of my favourites. This rose here is called the Rambling Rector, and this is the one that we have grown up our walnut tree at home. And this is David's brand new rose for this year. It is the Emma Bridgewater. We had the pleasure of meeting David and Emma this morning, and of course Emma has done her crockery collection with this beautiful bloom all over it. Such a gorgeous colour, and the smell, heavenly. So this is a fabulous stall from a company called 𝑭𝒐𝑗, and they do the most fantastic heirloom seed varieties, so really traditional veggies and flowers, really incredible varieties. I am on a seed buying ban at the moment, but my goodness, very, very tempting. And the most incredible thing is that our lovely friend Hazel helped to design this stand, and she won a gold medal. So this here is the Bridgerton garden. I believe this fountain was actually used on the set of the show. They've got some really beautiful blooms, and if you started watching Netflix, if you started watching Bridgerton season 3, you'll know that many of the beginning scenes are set in a gorgeous garden party. This fountain and this little structure in the background has also, I believe, got Lady Whistledown created as a, a bodice on the background. really gorgeous classic English herbaceous blooms along the front. These are absolutely gorgeous and they'll definitely be benefiting from this rainfall. Really beautiful planting. So 𝑭𝒊𝒏𝒅 are celebrating their 25th anniversary and it's getting a little soggy on the ground. My trainers are not too happy about it, so luckily we've got the perfect footwear to change into. This is one of the little shorty boot designs, very practical sole, perfect for gardening in, and I think this light blue colour is going to go really beautifully with my dress. A very practical footwear upgrade for the evening. Morning, my darlings, from a slightly drizzly London. Oh my gosh, my brolly matches the boarding on the shop. It is Wednesday morning, it is day 3 of the Chelsea Flower Show, and today I have got a lovely itinerary, starting off with breakfast and I think a floral masterclass with 𝑭𝒊𝒏𝒅, and the floral masterclass will be hosted by the lovely 𝑭𝒊𝒏𝒅, who I absolutely adore. Then we're heading into the show. Oh, pitch black. Heading into the show. Willow's gonna give us a little tour around, so that'll be fun. And then on with the rest of the day. So it's going to be a really, really lovely day. My third floral dress of the flower show week. This is 𝘞𝘩𝑚. I think I wore this to last year's flower show as well, but it's absolutely perfect. We're meeting for breakfast at the Pavilion Club, so I'm just walking there from our hotel. We have now checked out. Charlie's driving home via our place in Chiswick because we are actually going to do some renovation there. I'll update you on our plans for that a little bit later. So the winners have now been announced for Chelsea in Bloom. They will all proudly be displaying their certificates, whether they are the winner, the innovation winner, or a bronze, silver gilt, or gold medal winner. So if you are heading through Chelsea, take a little look and let me know if you agree with our marking. I have to say, I was really battling for Astrid and Mew to win the Innovation Award because they did so many wonderful things using British growers, a really sustainable display. They had pressed flowers, they were using vegetable dye for their ribbons. So many really lovely ideas. But I do think the winner was very worthy. I need to cross over, so I'm going to catch up with you when I get to breakfast. Look at this beautiful space we've got. So we've got an incredible selection of beautiful bright blooms in the middle of the table. Looks like we're going to be doing a little bit of flower arranging with Willow. I hope you can hear me over the music and the chatter. Some gorgeous imagery here of the 𝑭𝒊𝒏𝒅 products. So many favourites of mine. Absolutely gorgeous. This is such beautiful product imagery, my goodness. And look at all of these blooms. Oh my gosh.
This and open, but other times they're kind of much smaller, so if we have a live space, we can if you think the water goes up a step, if it's going to all the leaves first, it's going to go here, 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 it's going to go to all these little buds, and the last place it's going to get is here. It won't go anywhere. And you really got to see what you're doing and try to close around.
So I have the fabulous Willow here with me, and she's going to share, you just shared the most amazing tips on how to actually keep your flower displays living for a long time. So if people have bought a beautiful bouquet home, what should they do in order to keep it looking fabulous for as long as possible?
Okay, so clean water, clean vase, has some good secateurs, so really sharp, cut on an angle, so
like angle, increases the surface area so they drink better. Out of direct sunlight,
Yes.
direct heat. What else is there? Condition them properly, so remove as many of the leaves as you can, which will then they'll drink.
That made so much sense what you said about like taking off, because I would want to keep that and all the leaves, but you said that the water travels up the stem and it would just make the leaves better. Whereas if you get rid of them,
little something like that, you're fine.
Oh, okay.
But in a hand tied, you want clean stems.
Completely clean. Okay.
Just because it's easier.
Yeah.
If you're putting them in a vase, leave the leaves totally up to you.
Oh, okay.
Aesthetically, it's what you prefer.
Okay.
No, like right.
I love that. With flowers, you just can't really go wrong, can you? You never do. And what would you do with little bits like this? Would you put it in a single vase, or would you do a little?
So I would, any side shoots like this, I would collate and kind of make a little, put a few in one, and then make a kind of little hand tied, well, tiny hand tied, and then you don't want any of these side bits in the actual water.
Okay.
Because that will breed bacteria.
Ah.
And then I put that in a little bud vase. Like
So
that.
pretty. And what were the copper things that you mentioned?
Magic balls.
Magic balls.
They're called magic balls.
Okay, we'll find them. We'll find the magic balls. And they just, is it because copper's sterilising?
Do you know, I don't even know. I've never
They spray cuts with like a copper spray, don't they?
They do. I think it's because they're so tiny, then you get them into little crevices and it takes it all out with it.
Oh, interesting.
It's where brushes won't reach.
Right, that's so interesting. Willow has all the tips. I have to give your Instagram a shout out as well, because you do the most beautiful reels where you're just in your shed and you, is it a shed or is it like an outbuilding?
Yeah, I call it my studio.
Your studio.
A table. It's not, it's got no doors, yeah, we call it what you want.
And you do the most beautiful displays with whatever you've got in either in the garden or that you've picked up from events, and you just make them look so fabulous. And every weekend with my coffee I watch it and always end up trying to recreate. So have a little look at Willow's Instagram if you love florals, and thank you for the tips. Gorgeous. Okay, so we are in the flower show for the third time. Each time we've come in it's just getting busier and busier. Today is the first kind of main open day. It's not raining at the moment, so we're going to do a lap of the show gardens, and it's really lovely to have a second or third look at some of the gardens, because I'm noticing things that I didn't notice on the first few ways around. So
Sorry, I just walked into your background really
Right?
awkwardly.
And we got Katarina here.
Hello.
We've just been editing some gorgeous pictures using perennial presets.
Yes,
So
on the
looking
go.
gorgeous. On the go, on the phone. But yes, it's gorgeous. What do you think, darling? It's so lovely in here, isn't it?
It's crazy. I've never been, and it's absolutely, it's like a festival.
It is. It's a festival for people that love gardening. This beautiful garden filled with the cow parsley and the foxgloves. This is the Thomas Stuart Smith garden, and it's just so wild and wonderful. We've got everything growing here that we've got on the banks of our pond. You can see how many crowds are here today. It's so busy, but absolutely beautiful. This is a gold medal winning garden, and we are in awe of the beautiful blooms. There's a dahlia over there and it's called rhubarb and custard. Absolutely gorgeous. We were just making bouquets using Orlea, and I had a little Google, and apparently it's cut and come again, so I definitely need to add that to the garden. And then they've got this beautiful ranunculus acris citrinus, which is firmly on my wish list. This is quite possibly the most incredible display of delphiniums. They are absolutely ginormous. These will be the very best of the ones that this grower has done this year, and they have very deservingly won a gold medal. There are so many incredible sculptures here. I've noticed lots of new sculptural talent displaying their pieces in the flower show. This one is really mesmerizing. It's like some peas that have been cut in half, and then you can see the apples that have had the bites taken out from over there. So beautiful. We are back at the beautiful clematis stall that we saw yesterday, and this one has just completely taken over this display. It's called the 𝑭𝒊𝒏𝒅. It's absolutely gorgeous. Well, did you know that there were this many varieties of daffodils? I have to say, I've not seen this variety before. It's called 𝑙'amour, and it's got a light pink centre. I'm very tempted to get some of those bulbs for next year. And then this one here, apricot whirl, that almost looks more like a peony. These are so beautiful. Pink pageant. That is a gorgeous variety. I'm going to take one of their leaflets so I can grow some of these next year. So this wooden greenhouse has been awarded the Royal Warrant while they've been here at Chelsea. That's what this certificate here is showing, and it is called 𝑭𝒊𝒏𝒅 𝘞𝘮, and my goodness, what a beautiful greenhouse this is. Look at the gorgeous construction work on the inside, the doors. I have to say, I think if I'd have known about these guys when putting in my greenhouse, I might have been very, very tempted. The detail on this is spectacular. We better not show Charlie because he's going to want to add this into our garden. This is a really fantastic antique stealer. They have got the most gorgeous old stone pots, fantastic for housing your blooms. You have to come here super early because they sell out of the best bits really early on in the show. Everything with a little red dot has already been sold, but I just want to show you this gorgeous planter. This is really similar to what we've got in the bottom of our garden that we turn into the water feature, but they have used it as a herbaceous planter and it just looks absolutely amazing. This is something I've never seen before. They've got a glass layer on top of the table which is held up by little wooden plinths, and then they've got moss just nestled underneath the glass. What an interesting idea. It's so effective. The flower displays that we made earlier with the 𝑭𝒊𝒏𝒅 masterclass are attracting the bumblebees. You'd think they'd be spoilt for choice at the flower show, but they're taking far more interest in our bouquets. Little cuties. Isn't that beautiful? This is adorable. Lovely brand called the Happy Cabbage London. So sweet. Well, my darlings, that is it for Chelsea Flower Show 2024. I have just headed out for the exit. Managed very luckily to grab a taxi because I am carting around these fabulous balloons that we did with Willow this morning. I can't let flowers go to waste, so when she said that only a few of the stems they were going to keep, I just said, can I take some of the spares? And they said yes, so I've got to get those back to the Cotswolds. A really gorgeous afternoon at the flower show. As I think I said earlier, I just spotted new things every single time, so it was really lovely to get to go in on the 3 different occasions. I feel very, very lucky indeed, and this time with lovely Willow talking to us about the different balloons with her expert opinion. It was really incredible. We did nip into the Newt hospitality again at the end. I'll pop a little clip on the screen here. They were serving afternoon tea, so I did quickly grab a pistachio and rose cake. They just have the best yummy treats in there. And now, so hopped in a taxi. Charlie left London this morning in the car with my suitcase, luckily, so I've just got a couple of little bags with me. I am heading now to the townhouse studio, I think you would call it, salon on Great Portland Street, because Kate Somerville have got a lovely event there this afternoon, and it's perfect timing because it's pampering, mini facials and manicures, and my hands are in need of some serious love. Lots of gardening damage, so the timing couldn't be more perfect. They very kindly said that I can bring along lovely Hazel, so Hazel Gardner is going to be coming and meeting me there, so we can have a great post-Chelsea Flower Show debrief while we're getting our nails done and enjoying some pampering thanks to Kate Somerville. So basically the perfect day. I am wondering if I can get back into London before Belgravia in Bloom finishes, because I really want to have a little look around those stores as well and see what beautiful displays they've done around Belgravia. But yeah, for now my feet are definitely talking to me. I think we did 30,000 steps yesterday, 25,000 steps a day before. I haven't checked from today yet. I don't think it'll be quite as many, but it's been so much fun, and I think this pampering now is just what I need. If I look tired, that's the Chelsea Flower Show effect. So I'm with my darling Hazel, who is not just the darling Hazel anymore, she is gold medal winning darling Hazel. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Can you tell everybody what you won your gold for?
Yes, so we did a trade stand in the Great Pavilion for 𝑭𝒐𝑔. It's an heirloom seed company who really want to get people growing not just like decorative flowers but also edibles and put them together. So we had a massive stand, and it was all kind of a modern take on Dutch masters, and I designed it all with their edible heirloom vegetables. So yeah, it just just looks like a painting come to life, and they've done so well.
I'll pop
And,
a photo on the screen here so you can see it. It looks amazing.
Oh, thank you.
And she got a gold.
Yes, we got a gold. So yeah, Kate and Lucy and everyone, I'm just so proud of them. It's just an honour to work with them. So yeah,
Absolutely
amazing.
fabulous. Well, a well-deserved little bit of pampering.
Oh gosh.
Here at Townhouse.
Yes,
Let's see the nails.
My nails were shocking, people. Shocking.
Well, a gardener's nails, you know, but hopefully now that they're gel,
Yes.
it will be long-lasting.
It'll be good. It'll be good.
Oh, so nice to see.